welcome to the Blindfold Chess Podcast. Excuse me for the easy joke, but Irina Krush does crush. The 8-time U.S. Women's Champion and currently the only woman to earn a Grandmaster title while playing for the United States, Irina is in a league of her own. Born in Odessa, USSR, which is modern-day Ukraine, she learned to play chess and later migrated to Brooklyn when she was 5. She became the youngest female to win the U.S. Women's Championship at the age of 14 in 1998. The following year, she was one of the players who created the moves to be voted upon in the 1999 match Kasparov versus the World. She has played on the women's U.S. national team for the Chess Olympiad since 1998, which is 12 straight cycles. She was the first American woman to earn the International Master title at age 16 and her Grandmaster title at the age of 30. Nearly 10 years after she won her first U.S. Women's Championship, she won it again in 2007, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 2020, and most recently reaching an Armageddon game in 2022. Consistently at the top of the U.S. women's ratings, Irina also writes for U.S. Chess, has created video courses, and occasionally gives chess lectures. In today's game, we are traveling back to 2009 in round 1 of the Canadian Open. Irina Krush versus Damon Macleod. Now, if we're ready, let's begin.
Pawn to e4. Pawn to e5. 2. Knight f3. Knight c6. 3. Bishop b5. Knight f6. 4. Castle kingside. Knight captures e4. 5. Pawn to d4. Knight d6. 6. Bishop captures c6. Pawn d captures c6. 7. Pawn d captures e5. Knight f5. 8. Queen captures d8. King captures d8. 9. Knight c3. King e8. 10. Pawn to h3. Pawn to h5. 11. Knight e4. Pawn to c5. 12. Rook d1. Pawn to b6. 13. Knight c3.
This move is a little confusing. On move 11, white played knight c3 to e4, and now white is playing knight e4 back to c3. Why is that? The knight on e4 does not have a ton of prospects. All of its advancing squares are blockaded by black's pawns, so white is retreating the knight in order to give it a stronger outpost.
Bishop to b7. 14. Knight d5. Rook c8. 15. Bishop to g5. Knight e7.
While the move knight to e7 looks ugly, as it retreats a piece that has already been developed, and it hems in a piece that hasn't moved at all, Black was concerned about White's threat if they didn't block on e7. What was it? The threat was knight takes c7 check, rook takes c7, and then rook to d8 checkmate.
(16) Pawn to c4. Knight captures d5. (17) Pawn c captures d5. King d7. (18) Pawn to e6. Pawn f captures e6. (19) Knight e5. King e8. (20) Pawn d captures e6. Bishop d6. (21) Knight f7. Rook f8. (22) Rook captures d6. Black resigns.
With the excellent move of rook captures on d6, White has placed Black in a position where they are either going to lose a rook with rook captures f7, pawn captures f7 check, and rook d7 check, or Black will straight up lose the game due to the move c captures d6, and the knight captures d6 checkmate, which is kind of a unique checkmate with a knight and bishop and pawn in the middle of the board, as well as the knight forking 3 of Black's remaining 4 major pieces. It just goes to show how much a strong player can outclass a lower rated player. At the time, Macleod was around the 1900 level, and Irina was already the US champion by this point. So that is all that we have for this week. Tune in next time, where we will continue to work on our blindfold skills and examine another game from chess history.